What's up? It's your girl Marquita. I'm back with day 2 of my post-op vlog from my total hysterectomy. And I wanted to reference this comment right here because she said that my video was one of the most realest videos that she saw. So I'm bet because y'all, after I shot that video yesterday, shit got a little real for me. So I just needed to come and update y'all and just and warn you about something. So one of the things that the nurses told me before I left, because they were going over everything I can and can't do and things like that, from when they before they discharged me from the hospital, was that she told me, now I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I didn't plan on, that's why I'm on my first floor. As I told y'all, I have a bathroom, my kitchen, everything's down here. So I didn't need to go up the steps for anything. That's why I stayed on my first floor. However, she said, she was like, it's okay for you to go up the steps. You just have to walk one step at a time. Take your time when you're going up the steps. So just so happens yesterday morning, I didn't tell y'all this in the video, just so happened yesterday morning, I had to wake my daughter up for school because I was calling. I didn't want to go up the steps, but I was calling her phone, and my daughter's 10. She wasn't waking up. So I had to take and this is one of the things that you guys should definitely get if you're getting a hysterectomy. You should get this hysterectomy pillow because this really helps with supporting your stomach when you have to get like in and out of bed to like use the bathroom or just to get up and things like that. If you're walking around, you can hold it against your stomach to support your stomach. So I had to get up, I had to go upstairs, and I had to walk up like a flight of steps to my daughter's room to get her up, because at this time my dad was coming to stay with me, but my dad wasn't here yet. He came later yesterday. So I had to wake her up, and thank God my neighbor's daughter goes to school with my daughter, so they've been giving her a ride to school this week or whatever till my dad came. So when I walked up the steps to wake her up, she got up. I came back downstairs and I sat down, and I kind of immediately felt it, like, damn, I shouldn't do that. But I didn't have no choice because she wasn't waking up, and I kind of like, I didn't want her to be late, and at this point it was just only me and her here. So immediately I felt like, ugh, I felt it, and I took my pain medication immediately, and then I laid down. And then once I got off the video with you guys yesterday, I went into the bathroom to take a shower, and then I noticed that I was bleeding from one of my incisions. Not profusely bleeding or anything like that, but it was like blood, like fresh blood had dropped out. And then, I'm sorry, you guys, if it's a little graphic, and I wiped it, and then I noticed before I was getting in the shower that another one had fell, like another drop of blood had fell. So at this point, when they told me to get in the shower, they was like, don't, soak your incisions. Like, you kind of just stand with your back to the water and let the water kind of run over your shoulders so you don't get them like saturated, the derma bond. So I'm like, okay. So I get out, I wash up, I get out of the shower because God, I just needed to wash up. Like, my friend was trying to tell me don't wash up, use the wipes and all this stuff because she like, I can't be that funky. But I don't know. I just wanted to get in the shower and wash up, and then I just felt like the hot water would make my body feel better. So I got out, and I think that what I did was when I walked up the steps, maybe I aggravated one of my incisions. Now, as I told you, I didn't plan on doing that. I only did it because I really had to get my daughter up for school. So I would suggest, like I said, they told me she told me that I can walk up the steps. However, I I would definitely suggest that you not do that. Even if you think you can or whatever like that. Like I said, I really didn't want to, but I had to. So that was one of the things that I did contact my doctor's office. I talked to the ed because at this point it was kind of later in the day and they were no longer there. So I had to talk to the after hours nurse, and she kind of just asked me, was it like pus and all this other stuff? And I was like, no. And it wasn't bleeding a whole lot. So, and it could have just been normal. You know what I mean? That could be a normal thing. But being that, I had the dermabond, I didn't know if I needed to put, like, did I need to go to the office so they could put more to seal it up so it doesn't heal or get infected or anything like that. But she told me to just call the doctor office in the morning. I actually have a call into the doctor's office. I'm just waiting for the nurse to call me back now. So, that's it. Last night was a little rough, y'all. It was a little rough. It was a little rough. I felt very dehydrated, so I was drinking water and drinking this tea that I have to kind of like flush my body out, like any of the impurities like out of my body and stuff like that, like from the anesthesia and things like that. So I kind of was like up and back and forth to the bathroom. Like it seemed like every hour, y'all. I don't know. It seemed like every hour I was going to the bathroom. It was like I looked at the thing, it was 12 o'clock. I looked at the phone again. It was like one son. I looked at the phone again. It was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It just was every hour. So I really couldn't get no sleep. And then the gas started kicking in. So then I was kind of like shifting myself, trying to be like, trying to get comfortable and stuff like that. But finally around probably like 3:30 in the morning, I was just like, I'm gonna just take. I apologize about that. I got a phone call in. And then about like 3:30 in the morning, I was like, I'm about to just take this heating pad and throw it on my stomach, on my chest, everything, and just lay down and pray to God. Okay, you hear me? Pray to God that I could sleep because I didn't really get no sleep. So I was able to like, I put the heating pad, as I told y'all. I don't even know can I switch. I don't even know how to switch the camera around. Um, but I have like the full body, like I said, the full back heating pad. So I laid that on my chest. And as you can see, I have one of those big pregnancy pillows. And that's been clutch too. So a lot of people say, like, suggest that. I would definitely suggest it's like a full body pregnancy pillow to get that off of Amazon, because that has been key to helping me sleep comfortable. That pregnancy pillow, I even started using it before I had surgery, because I got it like 2-3 days before I had surgery, and it just helped me sleep so much better. Like I used to always wake up with like stress within, like pain in my shoulders and stuff like that, and it just helps me sleep so much better. So I would definitely suggest you get the pregnancy pillow. I would definitely suggest you get the this like little star hysterectomy pillow. It has a little pocket on the back right here where you could kind of like stick your meds and like the remote control and different things like that in here. And I also have, where did it fall? I also have like this pill sorter to also like put like my different medications and stuff in, to kind of help me out. So like I was kind of, last night I took 2 tramadols because I thought the, like, I took 2 of them yesterday. Well, not like all at the same time, but like I took one probably like around 8 o'clock, and when I really couldn't sleep and I was like getting up back and forth, and I was like, it felt like some pain was coming on. I just took another tramadol, and I put the heating pad on me, and I was able to sleep for like 3 hours or so until the alarm went off to wake my daughter up for school. So I just felt really dehydrated. So just make sure you're drinking your water. Like I said, I have a tea that I'm drinking to kind of flush my system. I haven't eaten anything yet today, you guys, but I'm about to get up and eat something shortly. My lips just feeling dry. It's just kind of, I guess, like the anesthesia and everything just kind of going out of my body. I just felt dehydrated. But this was a day 2 update. Last night was rocky. I'm not gonna hold you. But I'm feeling okay now. I took my medication and stuff. Actually, I haven't even taken my medication, any new medication this morning since that tramadol that I took. So I'm actually feeling okay. But I'm going to eat so I could get something on my stomach. I think I'm just going to have some oatmeal or whatever. And I'm going to take that and just probably get like some orange juice or something like that. And I'm going to eat that and then, take my medicine. sorry about that, guy. That was my doctor called me back. They said they're not really worried, so they just told me to like put a band-aid over it or put some gauze in there. So until the next time.